What is going on, my peoples, and my plant peoples? How are you doing? How was your week? How was your spirit and your mental? And I hope your financial just blows up. Honestly, I do. I'm to my tenfold because you're so amazing. Today, you already see what we're doing. We're putting some plants on some poles. We're putting some plants on some poles on some plants, right? And I'm only doing plants that is in this room here. I'm probably gonna do another one with plants in my IKEA greenhouses, but I just wanted to do a little bit of something here. Also, I asked some questions of some different plants that people wanted me to choose from, right? So that this or that game that I like to do. I haven't done it maybe in a few months. So I feel like every 3 months, I might throw it in the mix. But yeah, we go plant some things up. We got some moss poles. It's gonna be a lot in here. I did get me some plant mail from, y'all already know, one of my favorite sisters in this plant game, in this plant business, PLANTLIFELEX, 'cause I just like her poles. So if you've never gotten any poles from her, it's gonna be cool because you're gonna be able to see it today. You're gonna be able to see some stuff today. Actually, let me go ahead and grab it. Here it go, right here. So let me go ahead and open these up real quick, just so you can get a little gander, because I like these poles right here. She got some good poles and some good pots and some good soil or whatnot. So definitely sis is very well rounded. And she get the stuff to you quick and easy breezy, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Breezy for sure. Yeah, that one's gonna be a little difficult there, right? She packed this thing like she's Secret Service, I tell you what. Yeah, there we go. We in there. Yeah, get in there. I think I bought like 6 of them or whatnot. So, yeah, here we go. You already know. Jump on, you know what I'm talking about? Gotta have your invoice in there. Thank you, you know what I'm talking about? Appreciate you. PLANTLIFELEX. So, let me see what she talking about today. Did I get some? Okay. So she always send you one of them right there. Thank you for your packages and stuff like that. So I appreciate you. Go ahead and get into that. I gotta come up there real close. Let me get my face out of there. Boom. And then she also have this on the back. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and get into that. Y'all know I love me some Lex. So yeah, had to go and get one of them. I am gonna have a PLANTLIFELEX video coming up soon, so y'all definitely stay tuned with that. I'm gonna show some plants that I received from her, see what they looking like, and I also want to get a couple things from her just to kind of throw in my back there. So yeah, these is it right here. I like how these are because they're tougher. You pretty much, it's very easy. I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick. So you just fold it in like that, right? Boom, just like that. And then you fold this one down just like this, like that. Boom, just like that. So now you got both to the back side. And then there's 3 levels of it, right? So there's 3 levels to it. So with me, I usually like to put it about in the second one. What that means for me is that's just about as much room as I give it, okay? So, and this thing is very sturdy, so you might have to put a little muscle in there, which is okay. It's okay. So, boom, got the first one in there. Let me try to get this second one in here. Okay. Get that third one in there. Boom, just like that. Just like that. Okay. Get that fourth one in there. Okay, we almost in there. Boom, just like that. Just like that, right? And then of course you put your moss in there. Or what you could have done was go ahead and put your material down, like if it's moss or fir bark, or you know, whatever you want to do. But if you want to do soil, I would say put it like this first, and then put your plant in there, put it on there, and then throw it in there, because I might do some soil stuff. I don't know just yet. Just go look at my plants and see what they looking like. But if you're gonna do like Spagmoss and stuff like that, you could put it in there, fold it on top or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, stuff it, fold it on there. But either way, you can do that. I'm gonna show you real quick a plant that I have on one of these already, because you already know I buy from Lex, you know what I'm saying. We family like that. So let me go ahead and grab a plant real quick. Okay, so as you kind of see right here, I'm gonna put this one down right here. So in there is Spagnomoss moss. Okay, this right here is my Monstera Stendalioma aurea, or I think this is Albo. Yeah, this is Albo. Okay, so as you kind of see, nice and sturdy. It stay moist in there. Roots, I think, yeah, okay, so I see me some little brown roots down there. Let me slide up so y'all can go ahead and see that right there, just like that, right? So we growing in here. I might have to put a second one on here, and I think the way that you do that, of course, is to just kind of attach it like that right there, right? I mean, you'll probably put in a little muscle so that you can attach it just like that, but it's so easy. So that's why I like these right here. I can't wait for this to grow up and have a second one of these right here. All right, so, oh no, I'm crushing my little leaf. Okay, no, this is a Monstera leaf, so you'll be okay. You'll be all right. Going in the house now, going in the house. All right, so I got about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 different plants that I just want to pot up on some, or put up on some plant poles. I also got some other plant poles that I might be using. I think I have the, I forgot the name of them. But if I use some other poles, then I'll let you know, because I have different plants at different sizes. So of course I just want different, and I just want difference in sizes or whatnot. For these right here, I feel like small to medium. I got some for like the bigger ones, bigger plants or whatnot. So I'm gonna get into that, and yeah, y'all go ahead and just stick around. Go ahead and get you some plants and stuff like that. We're gonna do some questions. I might not get to all of them, but I'll get to what I can, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so as I have set up here, so I don't really have to move and maneuver and stuff like that. As you see, I got my Spagnoum moss. Had to get the foreign stuff to New Zealand. That's the really good stuff. I always recommend that one and whatnot. I have a link down in the description, so you ain't got to worry about trying to search and find for it or ask me about it, because it's already down there at the bottom. Typically I buy maybe about one of these a month, maybe like every 2 months, really, because yeah, probably every 2 months or whatnot. Another thing that I have is these grow thickly moss poles or whatnot, and I usually will use this for like the really smaller ones, really small plants or whatnot. So this one is pretty good right here, but yeah, I would recommend this for small or whatnot. Another one that I have is these big poles right here. So this one here I recommend for large size, yeah, for larger size plants or whatnot. This one right here, let me see, it says EOX24 plastic or whatnot. So yeah, this one is pretty dope. I use this one, like I said, for my bigger plants, and it works out pretty well. I haven't really made my own poles in a really long time, because these things right here are they're kind of simple. I do like my own poles and stuff like that, but I feel like sometimes it's just, I don't know, sometimes it's like a hassle, and I just go with the time that I have. So if you ever see me put plants on those type of poles, then of course, you know, then we on that type of time, you know. This one right here is it's a little messed up because it's, all right, give me a little second. Okay, so that thing kicked my ass. But this is that pole here, as you kind of see. So this, like I said, is for larger size. The thickly, of course, would be for small. And then Lexus poles will be my medium. So I got 5 different plants that I'm going to put on poles. So you'll get a chance to see me use all of these. For some, I may use moss. For others, I may use soil. It just really depends. I know I'm gonna have to repot some of these or whatnot. So we got a nice little video. So yeah, just stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get you some pots so that we can repot together. I'm gonna answer some questions and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I got this, what is this called? Domestica variegated, probably about a month and a half ago from We Love Plants. And as you kind of see, she is doing well. So there is a big leaf there. And then from the bottom cut, it started to grow. So as you kind of see right now, there are 4 leaves and there's a leaf coming out. But if you see right there, there are a lot of area roots. So I kind of want to put it in a white pot just so I can see the clear roots in there. So that's what I'm gonna kind of do right now, okay? So actually, let me grab something to put down here. It'll make it a little bit easier. Okay, so I got my, I guess it's like a little carrier or something like that. I got this from Pike or whatnot. I like to use it whenever I have dry plants. So yeah, there we go. So it has some really nice roots or whatnot. I kind of don't want to disturb it too much, but I kind of want to see where it came from, but I guess I'll leave it alone. So what I do want to do is put it in a new pot that I don't exactly see the one that I want to use. There we go. Okay, so I want to put it in this pot here. I'm gonna put some soil in there, or soil is. So this is my chunky mix here. This pretty much has horticulture charcoal, perlite, reptile bark, sphagnum moss, orchid bark. So pretty much just nice chunky stuff. I think I also put in there some peat moss in there just for water retentiveness or whatnot. So let me get to one of these questions right here. Empress J, that's the homie. So she put on there, and we're playing the this and that, okay? So she put on there the Clarinervium, Anthurium Clarinervium, and the crystallinum. Okay, so I put a little bit of this at the bottom. Actually, you know, I'm gonna get this out of here. So the crystallinum or the Clarinervium. That's a good one. I think I'd go with, those are really two good plants. I think I'll go with the crystallinum. I think for me, I think that's an easier plant for me. Yeah, the crystallinum. I think it's, yeah, did I say that? All right, crystallinum. I think I'm going to crystallinum. It's an easy plant. It's a classic plant. It's not so expensive, so I think that it's nice and affordable. I definitely recommend that plant for people that's trying to get into anthuriums. So I think I will go with that of those few things. Yeah, this looked like this was pretty much just kind of in Spagnomoss. Moss. So this mix right here should be pretty good for it. But yeah, thank you, Empress J. So let me see. Something else somebody put. This is GLK Eviction. They put Anthurium Poly versus the Alocasia, or Alocasia Poly versus Alocasia Silver Dragon. Oh, they love my intro. Hey, appreciate you. Yeah, so this is just Spagnomoss, Moss, so this is gonna be really good for this mix thing. So I got this right here. I see kind of where it came from, this little chunk right here, which is pretty dope. So along with this, of course, I want to put a Sphagnum pole here. So I think that this one is going to be a pretty large size just because of this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this large one here and we'll put it down in the bottom. Yeah, so, okay. So I know what I'm gonna do. Let me go ahead and move this out the way to the back side. Go ahead and put this one up here. Put this in the pot. Put this down here. Yep. Okay. Got my cup. Put this in there. And I like this right here because I can water this pretty much every day if I wanted to. Just to keep it moist or whatnot. And it won't like rot. You know what I mean? Like, this is really good for people who are overwaterers. Just for the simple fact that you kind of, I don't want to say you can't overwater this chunky mix, but because it's well draining, I don't really have to kind of worry about that. So I know I would like to use Sphagnum moss for this. As you kind of see, those roots right there are already in the pole, so that's gonna make it really easy too. So of course what I want to do is just guide those roots right there. So once I put some Sphagnum moss in there, it will just be a lot easier. So what I'm gonna do, grab my Sphagnum moss, and then I'm just gonna stuff it down below. But I wanna get all the roots in there so that they can get the benefits of the Sphagnum moss and climb or whatnot, and maybe, or it should, you know, ideally go ahead and give me bigger leaves. So that's gonna be pretty exciting some months from now. And then I have some moss pole, what they call it, the little tape or whatnot. Booyah, little tape. So yeah. But as GLK Fiction asked, so the Alocasia Poly versus the Alocasia Silver Dragon. I think for me that is almost too easy of one. I'm going, of course, with the Silver Dragon. I feel like both of these plants are pretty accessible. I think the poly is, of course, maybe more well known or whatnot. But for me, I think because both of them are pretty, accessible, I'm gonna go with the looks of it. I think the poly does look good, but it's just really something about that dang on Silver Dragon that is just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna stand up for this. But yeah, I'm definitely going with the Silver Dragon, just because of how gorgeous it is. I think I'm gonna take the roots out real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna stuff this and then put the roots back because I don't wanna put this in there and then break the roots off. So this is definitely one that I could have stuffed first, and then it's been a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit this probably like halfway. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this about halfway. And then later on, I'll go ahead and add some more once they get a little bit bigger. So I'll probably do like maybe 3/4 the way up in there. So let's go ahead and get this thing stuffed. No, come by. So we almost in there trying to win there. Also, if you want to kind of make a little bit more, you can mix the Spagnomoss moss with some reptile bark what's that thing called? Some peat moss. That's a pretty good mix. Moss and peat moss. Moss and what's that thing called? Moss and perlite is a pretty good mix. Moss and reptile bark is a pretty good mix. Moss and what's that thing? Cocoa husk is a pretty good mix. So there are different mixes that would be pretty good for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way. So this is what we're looking like. Let me grab my tape. Okay, so now I'm gonna guide my, what these things called? I'm gonna guide the roots in there. So I'm just taking this little tool. It's not like a real tool. I'm gonna guide this, push them in there pretty much. It's kind of off to the side, but I think it's still gonna be good. So got one of them in there. Move this up or down just to loosen it up a little bit. I don't think you have to loosen it up once it starts to grow. I think it finds its way, so you don't have to do that. But I think just to get them in there, I'm just gonna loosen it up so I can get them in there. So I'm trying to get all the roots into somewhere that's closest with it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But yeah, that silver dragon I think is not even like a question for me. I would love to know what you guys think with all of these little bases for sure. So let me grab the tape, because of course this thing needs a little tape on here. Oh yeah, got my tape right here. And it probably need a really good size too. I got a lot of this tape, so I'm not really worried about wasting it. yeah, like I said, I got a lot of this tape, so I'm not really worried about wasting it. I think every time you order from Amazon, one of these poles, they typically will give you tape. It's kind of like comes with it. That's kind of like a package deal, so that's pretty good. So, and watch this thing start to take off. So look at that. It already looks gorgeous, right? I hope I don't lose that first leaf, because that first leaf is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy I got this plant. It definitely makes me happy for sure. This definitely makes me happy. I'm gonna put some Spagmoss moss. I mean, not Spagmoss moss. I'm gonna put some what's it called? Mix behind it to make sure it doesn't move. I kind of want it in the center almost, if you know what I mean. Will the roots get back there? Probably, because I definitely have seen roots like start to grow back at the top, and that's when you know you need to repot. So I like how this is looking. So this is my variegated Domestica. Absolutely gorgeous plant. It definitely looks like it's growing really easy. I can't wait for it to get to the top. I could see this in another 3 months getting to the top, and I'm chopping it back and sending it off to people. So that is our number one. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on the next one. Okay, so our next plant, if you can remember, I went to a plant pop-up, the Georgia Swap and Plants or whatnot, or is it Plant and Swap? One of them. But I got this Philodendron Majestic or whatnot. This is its newest leaf, and it is looking really gorgeous. If you kind of see, it look like it's kind of going upward because this is a climbing plant. I believe this is the mix between the Philodendron Aroid and Philodendron Variegata and whatnot. So very gorgeous plant. Let me grab my box. Well, actually, I probably don't need my box for this one right here. Well, no, let me grab it. Cause this is just Spagnoss moss, so it probably would go back into my Spagnoss moss bin. Yeah, let me slide all that down, cause that's more than likely gonna be thrown away. So this is just Spagnoss moss, but of course I'm gonna put it in some soil. Yeah. So if you don't know, I went to a Georgia plant swap, and if you've never been to a swap, a lot of times people will put out plants that of course are free. Sometimes it's vendors that just need to get plants out of their house or whatnot. Maybe it's something that they didn't sell, or people come in, like I got my Alocasia Luceria from there or whatnot. If you haven't seen any of them, definitely go back and look at some of my videos from my plant swaps. Those are pretty good ones. They do very, very well when I go to plant swaps. Someone asked, and I can't remember if I answered this before or not, do I always buy plants at plant swaps? No. The answer to that is no. Sometimes I go to plant swaps and I don't even tape anything or whatnot. I just go to enjoy the people, because sometimes it's not about you know, YouTube. Like, I love y'all, but like I got a life too. You know what I mean? So do I always buy stuff? No. If I buy stuff, do I always show you? Typically I try to, so you will know if like I bought something. Okay. But I don't do it for well, not for the gram, for YouTube all the time. Sometimes I just like to enjoy the people, which I think that everybody should do. Sometimes just do it for the people. I mean, just do it for yourself and not for the people. So I got a small one here. I think that this one comes from Lex. It's a 10 centimeter or whatnot. So yeah, this is a real good one. That's how I know it came from Lex. So with this one here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on one of Lex's poles, because I know that this plant can get bigger just because I have the Aroid, and I know how, like, what's the potential of it. So what I'm gonna do is switch this out. I believe I have, Yeah, I have that one on there. Okay, so I'm gonna put Spagnomoss moss in here. I'm gonna just go ahead and stuff this one, and then I'll answer some more questions. Okay, so the next one is from Plant Therapy 1860. She asked about the Hoya globulosa and what's that, the Hoya calistophylla. Okay, so I think that these plants, or these Hoyas, definitely have some good similarities to each other, but I think that they definitely have their differences where you can kind of tell. So I think as I'm like looking at them, I think I like the globulosa, just because like they both kind of look the same, but now I started to go into the difference in dynamics of them or whatnot, and I think I like that kind of like sharp leaf or whatnot. I think that that looks pretty dope, so I'll probably go with that one. I don't know what the expense of it is or whatnot. I don't know what costs more, what costs less, because like I have Hoyas, but I'm not like the biggest Hoya fanatic or whatnot. So for me, I'm going off of just looks on this one right here, because I mean, I guess I wouldn't know anything else about it, you know what I mean? So I would definitely like to know you guys's. I would like to know what you guys would pick off of that one, off that Hoya. But yeah, I think for me, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick that one, globulosa. I like that name too. I do like me a calistophylla, so if you've been watching this channel, then you know I like calistophylla or whatnot. So now I'm just putting this on here. I got, usually people use this for Hoyas, these little butterfly clips, but I'm using this right now because I have all my Hoyas where I need them to be. So I can do this. This is actually pretty high. Let me lower this down. I thought I had it at a good spot where it's in the pot, which is really good because then I get to, I mean, just give it more room, really. Okay. Yeah. Let me get some of this down here. Can I tell y'all how difficult it is sometimes to get these videos up? I appreciate my my community, because nobody has like really tried me for real. Like one person did about like my my painted lady, but as you kind of see, she glowing right now, so you know, one for the haters, you feel me? But sometimes I think we gotta really see the amount of effort that it takes to get these videos up here, because sometimes mentally I do not be there, you know, but I know that I am supported by a community and they show me love all the time. But sometimes I go and I see people, you know, bashing the YouTuber, or, you know, emailing them, or, you know, doing whatever crazy stuff that y'all be doing. But the thing about the internet, man, y'all be really going wild, because some of the stuff that y'all be saying, or the stuff that I be seeing, I don't think a lot of y'all about that life, you know what I mean? So it really does take a lot of effort to get these videos and stuff like that up. So when y'all have, you know, y'all favorite plant enthusiasts and stuff like that, like, understand, man, some of this stuff be mental, and it takes a lot of effort to make these videos, because we have to tape the videos. We're cutting down maybe about hours and hours of time it takes to, you know, get the videos together. And this is just my little rant. I just had to do my little rant, but this is looking really good, my Majestic. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving on. Now I have my Felix that I bought from what is this, from Tropicals. I think I got this Felix maybe about 4 months ago, and I have it on this little propagation egg thing or whatnot, and I think it worked pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take this off real quick, and then I'll show y'all what it's looking like, and then I'm gonna keep going with my rant. But I definitely recommend these right here, just because they're pretty solid. I can see what it does for the plant. Yeah, there's some nice roots in there, so that's gonna be really good because I'm gonna pretty much just yeah, that's gonna be really sick, these roots. But yeah, let me go back on my rant. Okay, yeah, it takes a lot of effort to put these videos out, you know what I mean? Like, and that's not me saying it as I don't like doing it. I do love doing it. But sometimes, you know, just a little appreciation really goes a long way. And, you know, sometimes the quality isn't the best, or sometimes people are texting the heck out of me. Sometimes the quality isn't the best, and then sometimes the video may not be just there, but we're trying just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have $1 million budgets, microphones that were made by God, you know what I mean? Like, come on now, you know? We are trying just like everybody else is trying, you feel me? So, I don't know, just show a little appreciation sometimes, you know what I mean? Show the waiter some love, you feel me? That's how I kind of feel about all that. But, you know, sometimes I feel like y'all be going ham on these YouTubers and stuff like that, and I feel like sometimes people be saying some really outrageous stuff. But this right here is what it is. You pretty much put whatever you want, soil, perlite, moss, fir bark in there, and then you just close it up on it, and it gives you these type of roots right here, which is really good because it's gonna help the plant pretty much grow and, you know, establish itself into the pole. Or what I could have did was go ahead and cut it, but I'm not gonna cut it right now, just to save a little time. And then I actually want to kind of stop cutting all of my plants because I want them to get bigger. And then once it hit the top, then I'll go ahead and start to cut it back, send it to some of my friends that don't have this certain plant, that do want these plants, or heck, send it to y'all, you know. Like, I have a lot of not radicans, what's that thing called? That fishtail, shoot, I forgot the name of it. But if I remember the name of it, I'll put it in I just put it on the video or whatnot. The bottom of the roots kind of look a little iffy, but they're black roots, but they don't feel mushy, if that makes sense. This feels a little mushy. And it just been in Spagmoss, but I'm gonna go ahead and that's gonna be trash there. The rest of the Spagmoss, so I split up my Spagmoss where like moss like this right here, I use for poles or whatnot, because I don't know, or sometimes I put it in my like my mixes and stuff like that because it's so fine, it's so chopped up or whatnot. So I do use these which come from Tropical and stuff like that. But if I had to choose, of course I'm gonna pick my Spagmoss from my New Zealand Spagmoss. So for this one right here, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna use another of Lex's one, because it's not a heavy one, but it is like medium-sized plant. I don't think these get to like Monstera type or like the Philodendron Domesticum that I just put together. I don't think these leaves get that big, so I think I'll be okay and get away with actually, I'm gonna show you kind of what I meant by, so put in the Spagmoss like this right here, which is probably so much more easier. Putting the Spagmoss in here, which, I mean, I'm sure you guys, so it's not like, you know, but yeah. So put it in there like this right here. And of course I want to jam pack it because when I wet it, I want it to get like fully drenched. And how I have my plants at this point, I can pretty much, yeah, that's pretty good. I pretty much water my plants maybe every 2 days because I have that sprayer. That sprayer is a big investment. It was only like 20 bucks. But what I get from it is I can water plants so easily. I don't buy like the, you know, osmosis water and all that stuff like that, the spring water and stuff like that, which I'm sure, you know, my plants would absolutely love, you know. But really, I am one of those people that just let the water sit out for about a day. And then I start to, yeah, that's nice and heavy. You can hit somebody over the head with that. But yeah, I just let the water sit for a day, and then I started throwing some like fertilizer and stuff like that, which of course, you know, is beneficial, which I think would be beneficial, of course, because, you know, do I got one bigger than this right here? Okay, so I have one of these right here. This is the orchid pot. It's a little bit bigger than this one right here. I just want to put it on some size, but yeah. So, yeah, let me get this in there, and then I can turn this one around. Hopefully I don't mess up any leaves. Let me see where I can. I feel like, okay, roots need to go around this one so that this can go outward. Okay, I'll put this one behind there. Yeah, this will be a little different. Let me see. So I'm gonna pot it up and then I'll put the leaves on there. Okay, so yeah, I like how this is looking so far. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but show these YouTubers some love, man. Like, it ain't easy, you know what I mean? And it's not like it's for the pay. Like, a lot of us aren't getting paid anything, almost. Maybe like a cup of coffee, which is pretty cool. I won't do, you know what I mean, certain things because of money. I just like this YouTube stuff, but it's cool that I'm in a position to get a little money, but understand, like, I'm not quitting my job for this or whatnot. I just like to do this, and I like the community that I help and build or whatnot. So, you know, just be a little graceful. Be a little graceful. Let me get back into this and that real quick. Okay, so Kathy came with it, but I just had to say my piece on that one. So take it as you want to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it real all the time. That's just the way I am. That's just who I am. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just be graceful with people. Let me see. So Kathy came with it. I don't want to mess up your last name. If I do, I apologize. Gallagher 01. Kathy Gallagher 01. Kathy, let me tell you something about Kathy. I love me some Kathy. I love me some Kathy. Kathy always show love. I think ever since I began doing this YouTube stuff, and she shows up all the time. Jillian is another person that's like that. Jillian shows up all the freaking time. Empress J, she the same way. She showed love to me all the time. Carla G, she shows me love. I have another Kathy, and I wish I could remember your name, and I apologize. If I have it, I'll put it up on the screen. But some people just show me so much love, man. I wish I could like meet y'all in real life and like give y'all a hug, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a hugger type person. So I hope, you know, if you ever see me and I'm like, could I get a hug? You know, ever feel like offended or something like that? I'm not like a creepo weirdo, but you know, that is my love language. So I guess, I mean, I'm not apologizing for that being my love language, because that's just how I am. But yeah. But yeah, some people just show love, and Kathy Gallagher is one of them. And I think that Kathy is out of the States, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong with that one, but I believe that to be true. So yeah, I love me some Kathy. That's just my shout out to Kathy. Kathy! Kathy! So, yeah. So, I'm packing this down, putting some of this soilless mix in there. And one thing I like about, what's his name? Sydney, the plant guy, which his plants grow absolutely amazing. But that's because he don't be cutting them all the time too. So he give it like years to grow, and then he don't cut it, and then he cut it back or whatnot. So he been in the game for a little minute. So, you know, don't compare myself to him, but I do like that he does this right here. And that's what I learned from him, is to, you know, pack it down pretty well. And you can do this right here. What does that mean to you? It just means that it's packed pretty tightly, and then the roots will develop that little circle or whatever shape it has, and it'll, you know, kind of develop like this right here. So I'm liking that. So this right here is my Felix. So we are 3 down and 2 to go. So I'll show you guys all of them at the end. Okay, so I got 2 more plants to do. My next one is my Monstera Variegata Lechileriana. And from my understanding, this plant grows pretty quickly. So I'm pretty excited about this one. As you kind of see already, it has like a backside on there. So, and then this is soil. I'm okay with soil or whatnot. It's pretty dense too, so it's pretty moist. So I don't see me having to do anything other than, yeah, I'm not gonna have to repot this. So what I'm gonna do is, again, use Lex's, I'm gonna use Lex 1. And if it grows way bigger, cause I don't remember seeing this grow like really big, like it's gonna grow to like a Monstera. I think it'll be lengthy, but I don't think it's going to be anything like that. But if it does, of course, you know, I'll take this out and just repot it or whatnot. Repot it or repole it or whatnot, which pretty much you just open up the backside, take the Spagnomoss moss out. That's what I would do or recommend. And then, yeah, I would take out the Spagnomoss moss and then go ahead and, you know, switch the pole out. So I'm gonna try to do this quickly. I gotta go to brunch with my cousin. She's in town, so. Boom. But yeah, so let me throw in some more for Kathy. Kathy asked a lot of them, so I'm gonna try to answer all of her because I love me some Kathy. So Kathy asked the Pendulifolium and the Vitarfolium. So these are anthuriums. So for me, I'm gonna go Vitarfolium. And I got a new love for Vitarfolium because I have a Vitarfolium. So I saw it the other day and I got a mature leaf, and that just motivated me so much more to keep growing this plant. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to show you guys. Maybe I might throw in a clip of what it looks like, but like, it's looking really gorgeous. The other one she put is the Magnificum or the Regal. Ooh, that's a good one. I think I'm gonna go Magnificum on that one, as opposed to the Regal. Not saying that one is, well, I guess for me, yeah, I'm going Magnificum on that one. I like the Magnificum. I think the Regal is absolutely gorgeous, so don't get me wrong on that one. You know what I mean? But for me, I think that Magnificum just looks amazing. I can't remember how it sizes up and stuff like that, but so this is me just punching this kind of down a little bit into this pole. Yeah, so I don't have to really, and I wouldn't really pick up this one like I pick up that other one because it's not built around it. I think the only time you can do that is if it's built around it. So this is me attempting to just get it on a pole. And then once it started to grow, it started to show me a little love. Then of course, like I said, I'm gonna probably repot it and get it up on something bigger. But for right now, that's where we at on that one. I kind of want this to get a little closer, and I know I'm kind of bending it. Let me see. But there is a, let me see if I can put this in there. So what's some other one that Kathy got? Gloriosum, variegated Philodendron gloriosum, or I'm thinking variegated Philodendron gloriosum, or the Philodendron squamifern. I mean variegated gloriosum. If both of them are variegated, then I'm gonna go variegated squamifern, because that would be rare. Ideally, that would be rare. So I would do that. But if we're going, yeah, probably, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, I can see that happening. Yeah, I can see that happening. So I'm gonna go variegated squamifern. So we got this one on the pole. That's looking real nice. This one kind of give me the same vibe as my Monstera Stendelioba albo. So that's gonna be really nice. I wish this leaf would turn upside down, but I guess the way that it was grown, that's just how it is. So it's whatever. Let me see. Variegated Philodendron Bilietiae or variegated Alocasia Frydek. Y'all already know what's my like top plant. So I won't even, you ain't gotta guess that one. The Philodendron Variegated Bilietiae. It's not because it's more expensive. It's just that it's just a dream plant of mine. I love the Billy. So for me to be able to get the variegated Billy, and I'm gonna buy it for myself eventually. I feel like I most definitely have earned that one. I'm definitely going to get that for myself. But for me, that variegated Billy is on point. Let me put this together and I'm gonna come right back. Okay, so the plastic on that is like really, really horrible. So let me see, let me keep going. But yeah, the Philodendron Bilietiae, not even a question for me. That's where I'm at with that one. And that's the one I want to earn. So once I like graduate, I'm gonna buy it for myself, which I have like 3 more months. And if you're keeping up with me, then you know that I'm like on track to graduate in maybe January time. So yeah, I appreciate all the love, people checking in on me and stuff like that. Like, cause between doing this and you know, working 40 hours and then getting like 11 clients a day, like after work, like just know people who are doing this YouTube stuff, you know, even if they're doing it just for the money, it still takes a lot, you know what I mean? So that's my piece. But let me see, variegated Philodendron Samani, or the variegated Domesticum. I do like my Domesticum, you know what I mean? But I think the Samani, it just has a different look to it that I can see like a real difference in it or not. I don't know, the Domesticum is pretty dope too now. That's a pretty difficult one. I think that's gonna be one that I would just have to just choose. And I think I'm gonna go with the Samani. I think that one is a really gorgeous plant. I had to like look it up because I've seen it before, but I had to like look it up just to kind of like compare it. But yeah, that's really nice. This is heavy, to tell you the truth. What am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna take this one out, put it in this pot right here. I'm gonna pretty much use the same, so I'm just use the same content in here, but I wanna move it just so this will fit behind it. And as you see, it's very, very moist. So I like how that is. Do I need to reshape this? Let me see. Probably so. Okay. Yeah, so the Samani is fire. Let me see. Philodendron Florida Ghost or Florida Beauty. I think if I really had to choose, I don't have a Florida Beauty, which is pretty crazy. I think the Florida Beauty is really gorgeous. So this is a mix that I was kind of talking about. This is Spagnomoss, Moss, this is the New Zealand one, and reptile bark. It made a really good mix. As you kind of see, it did really well with this philodendron, so I'm gonna keep that same energy. But yeah, so, and it looked like it's another, oh, it's a little offset. That's pretty dope. I didn't even know that was in there. Or maybe I did, I don't know, I don't remember. But I think I got this plant, I think I wrote it down. I got that one just a week ago. So there were 2 plants in there. About 3 weeks ago, by the time this go up. So that's pretty dope. There are a lot of freaking roots in here. So I'm gonna put, and I got some dead roots in there now. So I'm gonna put this down at the bottom. Put this down at the bottom too, or whatnot. So this is more than likely going to outgrow this, but that's going to be okay. I'm trying to stuff it down to where, so if you kind of see, it goes straight up, but I'm trying to turn it to the side while it's in the pot so that I can get a little bit more room with it. Yeah, kind of like this right here. Hopefully I don't break that. Should it go the other way? Yeah, look like it should go the other way. Okay, which is good because it get a curve around that way there. Okay, so that's pretty dope. Okay, yeah, so what was I saying? I don't have a Florida Beauty, so I guess I would go with the Florida Beauty, at least right now, because I don't have it. Those are one of those things, I think that those are really gorgeous plants. And I see it on, who's selling it? Lex is selling it, actually. She sells like cuttings of it. And I think that it is a gorgeous plant. I do see me investing into it one day. It's not one of those ones that I have to get like right now, you know? So for me, I can wait on that plant. Wait on it! Let me see. So I'm trying to get this root near, it's like so bent up. Okay, so I'm gonna get that right there. And I'm almost done here. I don't like how that looks. I really want this root to, I'm sure it's gonna go in, so I'll just clip that there. But what else do I have? Oh, that's it. Okay, so I got all the questions knocked out. I got all my plants potted up. Let me get, so there is roots right there. So what I'll do is put this one in there and put it right there. Okay, so I got that one there. And now I will just use what I have here, because this is a really good mix. I definitely think it appreciates this mix because it stays moist. But yeah, those are my this and that's. I went on a little rant. I feel good. Now I gotta rush to get to my cousin, because I love my cousin. And it's so funny, one of the reasons that I moved up here was because she was living up here, and she's like one of my, like I said, my favorite cousin and whatnot. I have maybe about 3 of them. I got a lot of cousins, but I got like 3. Yeah, she was up here with her husband, and then her husband got a new job, and she's a doctor. And they end up moving back to Lauderdale, so shout out to Lauderdale. Shout out to Florida for sure. All day, every day, baby. You know what I'm saying? We Florida all day, every day. Not some days, we Florida all day, every day. But I'm trying to get it down in that little area. I see a little missing space in there. Yeah, so that's pretty much gonna be it. I'm gonna try to get this in here real quick. And then I'm gonna show y'all all of them again. And then we gonna cut out. Yeah, that's great. I like that. And that's, like I said, again, if you pot it well enough, it should come out and look like this right here. If you can't, maybe add a little bit more in there. You know, work with what you got. I, of course, just got a little bit more because I steadily purchase stuff because I do it for y'all. So I do it for me, but I do it for y'all. I do it for us. We do it for we. So yeah, that's beautiful. So that's gonna look good growing up. So let me grab everything real quick. So that is it. These plants look absolutely gorgeous. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated, and I need to do more updated videos. So I did my rant, I did my this and that. So y'all be blessed. Y'all have y'all a good week. Don't let these people get on your nerves, because I'm not. Make sure you talk to the man above. Talk to the people that love you. And yeah, I appreciate all you. Lex, appreciate the moss pose. Absolutely love you. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So love, peace, and